Hey, welcome back to My Life on a Budget. Today, y'all, is Friday, April the 4th, and we got paid on yesterday, okay? Well, Pop got paid, and that's we. Hello, his mommy, yeah? No, but yeah, we got paid on yesterday, so this budget, the first paycheck for the month of April, okay? Okay, so boom, y'all, if y'all stay tuned and clear, that means you want to go ahead and budget paycheck number 1 with your girl. Okay, first thing first, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Y'all already know how that goes. Hey, welcome back to any and all of my returning budget bays. I'm so glad y'all decided to come back and chill with your girl. Y'all already know it is love as far as you guys are concerned. And if you are new around here, then hey, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Much better on the video. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. It definitely does help my channel out, and I definitely appreciate it. Okay. But if you're new around here, not only hit the like button, but also hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. I would love to have you come and join the budget base. Okay, I am on the road to 500 subscribers, so if you're looking at this video and this is your type of video, baby, then hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, come on over here and join the budget base. Hello. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's move the stuff out the way what we have. Let's move our calculator out the way. How we know we're doing paycheck budget number 1 for the month of April. Okay, I'm not really sure how these videos are going to post because today is the 4th. We do have some videos that are going to be coming out before we post this video, but we need to do some videos. Okay, so I have this paper here where we'll be writing the bills on. I also have my Caliber Plan Alpha Basics book that will have the words bill in here, so we're gonna put this to the side for now. I do have my budget by paycheck paperwork that we're going to be using to do our budget. But before we do our budget, we also have our calendar. Okay, y'all know that the calendar tells us what we need to pay and all of that good old. And so for the purposes of this particular video, we're gonna make sure that we tell y'all what we need to pay. Hello, and how y'all gonna know what we need to pay without looking at our bill pay calendar, dead parts. Okay, as y'all know, or if you are new around here and you don't know, I am a 43-year-old married woman. We are budgeting for a household of 3. I do have an adult child that still lives here. We do have other children, but the only child that still lives here is an adult. She is responsible for her own self and her own bills. She does not pay any bills here, nor is she required to do so. Okay, she is focusing on paying off her student loans and getting ready to get herself her own spot or build her own home or whatever it is that she want to do. Honey, working on her credit and all that good old stuff. Amen. She's not responsible for paying these bills. Okay, now she does take care of herself. I do not have to, pay for her to take care of her own self. Of course, she has to do that. But when it comes to these bills, it's just me and Papa. And that's the paychecks that we're going to be budgeting. Okay, that's for my new bills. And for my new budget base. And Papa is my husband. Okay, so you hear that name 5,000 times, child, because I say that man name 4,372,862 times. Okay, no. I play too much. No, but for real. Anyway, okay. So the first paycheck we already said is going to be paycheck number 1. We're going to be using this green. That's when Papa got paid. So from the looks of it, now let's talk about what we got going on. The green is when we're getting paid. Paycheck number 1. We're not going to get another paycheck until the 14th. Okay, so this whole week we're not going to be getting a check. Okay, the good part about it is that at the beginning of the month I am not bill heavy, so it's okay. But we need to keep in mind that we're not going to be getting a check until a whole week later, and we need to keep that in mind because that's going to happen again when we get paid on the 17th. Okay, so these 2 bills, we need to make sure that we're optimizing the bills to pay some stuff off down here because we're not going to get a check like we normally would every week this month. Okay, all right, so let's talk about it. Now, with Papa's check, it's going to be this green, so we will be paying Antigua. So our plan, we're going to pay Antigua payment number 1. So again, we're paying from the 9th, from the 3rd, we're budgeting from the 3rd to the 14th. So we're going to pay Antigua. We're also going to have to pay our AAA. We're going to be also paying Netflix. Okay, we're going to also be paying their travel agent fee. All right. Now, we did add some other things that we're going to be paying in here, but I'm not going to put it as a bill, but I will tell y'all what it was. Okay. I think what I am going to do, though, is notate the fact that we did pay a principal payment on Papa's new car. So I do think that I am going to take a little square and write that down. Let me see something. Because I didn't mark it as a bill because technically the bill wasn't due, y'all. But I do need to mark that I paid it. So I am going to put it as a bill on here because it's not a payment. It's just technically an extra payment. And that was my husband's. I paid a principal payment on my husband's card. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do that. Now the amounts we could probably go on and put in here too. My Antigua is gonna be $171.20. I actually can check this off, but we're gonna put because that's been paid already. This was paid for the bill from last month. Papa's extra principal payment, we actually paid $280.55. So I'm going to use another green because we did use it with Papa's check. He did make a payment from his check that we paid for. We're just waiting on everything to start clearing. As it clears, I told you I'm going to put the check mark on there, okay? Now, the AAA is going to be 17, so we'll put a 17 here. Netflix, $19.47. And my travel agent fee is $89.99. Okay, and for right now, that's all that we have paid on that we're gonna do it. Okay, so now we just need to write it down on this. Okay, all right. So the check date that we're talking about was, like I said, yesterday. So some of these bills, yes, I did already pay them, honey, because they were due yesterday. But Papa here got paid 04/03/25. The amount of the check that we're going to be using for the first week is going to be $19.64. If you guys watch my my budget by paycheck, my budget for the month of April, y'all will see that we're going to be increasing our funds that we're putting into our bill account. So this budget amount will go up and down. Okay, just so you know. All right, so first things first, the third payment of our mortgage is about to be due. That bill is going to be due on the 15th, so we got one more of these that we need to pay. So it's $790.02 is what we're going to put to the side. The second thing, like I told you, we're going to be paying Antigua. And that's going to be the 8th payment of my Antigua bill. So Antigua is going to be due on 6/30. That's when the last payment is due. That amount is $171.20 that we're paying. My AAA bill is due on the 7th. And that's going to be $17. My Netflix bill is due on the 12th. And that amount is going to be $19.47. So remember, I told you guys this is a budget from 04/03 to 04/14. Those are the dates we're working on it. Okay. All right. Then on the 20. The other thing that we paid after we paid for the Netflix was my travel agent fee. That bill is going to be due on the 13th of the month, and that's going to be $89.99. And then we actually took $250 because I told you guys we're going to be paying off Papa's bill by the end of this month, hopefully. That bill is not due until the 23rd of the month, but we took $250 and we moved it to our joint account to sit and wait until we get the other $250, and then we're gonna pay it on the 23rd. Okay, and so hopefully it'll be the final $500 that's due. Okay, so we moved $250 for that, and then Papa also made a principal payment. So principal car payment. His bill is actually not due until March 2025, but we ended up paying directly to the principal $280.55. Okay, so let's add this up. 790.02 plus 171.20 plus 17 plus 1947 plus 89.99 plus 250 plus 280.55 is gonna be 1618.23, y'all. 1618.23. Now we only had 1964 to play with, so that's gonna leave us with $345.77 left over. Of course, you know I don't do cents, so we're gonna just do $345, y'all. All right, so let's put $345 on the clock, and let's go back to our budget really quick so that we can see what we said we were gonna do. Okay, so that's the most important thing about your budget, you guys. For my new budget bays or anybody like that, make sure, anybody that's trying to get their budget situation together or start their budget, yes, you do a monthly budget with your total amount of income that you expect for it to come in for the entire month, what bills you expect to pay that entire month, and then what, you know, what cash stuff or what variable spending you're gonna do or what savings, whatever, all the stuff that you plan on doing with that money. You need to subtract so that you can get down to $0 because that's what you're trying to use, right? And then when you get paid, each time you get paid, you need to go back to what you said was due or what you was gonna be paying, and subtract that money by the amount of money that you have from your paycheck. Okay, and then when you get ready to look at your spending, as far as like your variable spending, like in my case, then for this, I just go right back to my budget, and I already said how much money for the month I was gonna be spending, and that's how much I know to stuff. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, feel free to ask me if y'all, you know, you feel like you need to ask me, but I feel like, you know, if that makes sense. If not, let me know. All right, so let's talk about it. So for my groceries, I said I was gonna do $500. So 500 divided by 4, that's gonna give me $125 for groceries. We know that that's off top. So $125 for groceries, and then our gas, we went back to $360. $360 divided by 4 is $90. So we know off top that these two have to get done. Gas for the car and groceries for the house. I actually need to go to the grocery store right now. Okay, but that probably ain't gonna happen till tomorrow. Okay, so let's talk about it. So 345 minus the 125 minus the 90. Ooh, that leaves us with 130 off top. Okay, out to eat ain't getting nothing right now, baby. We can't do nothing with out to eat. Nails and feet ain't getting nothing. Lawn service, we know for a fact that we do need to feed our lawn because we just got our lawn done. I got $25 in there. We're going to stuff the other $25. That's going to give us a $25 for that. That's going to leave us with $105. King will get... Now, we said we was going to be trying to give King $20, but we think... Let's back up. Let's back up before we start doing King. Let's back up. The emergency fund, we know for a fact that we said the emergency fund we want to be giving $200. We want to give $50 for, so minus $50 for the emergency fund. We knew that we wanted to do $50 for the emergency fund. Now, my new car, yeah, my new car, I wanted to give $50 to y'all, but that's not going to be, that's going to take all my money, so I'm not going to be able to give new car $50. Let's give it $20. I'm not stuffing the upcoming vacation fund because it's fully funded. That'll leave us with $35 left, y'all. So let's put... Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put $40 in my new car. So minus $20 more in my new car. I'll give 10 to King. and I'll give 5 to my Amazon Prime. Let me see something. 345 minus 125 minus 90 minus 25 minus 10 minus 5 equals $90, and that's 50 and 4. Okay, so car maintenance not gonna get nothing, and home upgrades ain't gonna get nothing. I did switch it up from my bonus a little bit, but the number is still the same. Not my bonus. I did switch it up for my envelopes from what I actually budgeted for, because I said I was gonna give some money to Amazon Prime. I was gonna give them $20, but I changed my mind. We're just gonna give Amazon Prime $5. We're not gonna be worried about Amazon Prime right now, baby. It's not necessary. I wanna feed my what you call it. So let's see. Let's write our amounts down. 125, 90, 25, 10, 5, 50, and 40. All right, so for the 25, let's do 2 50s, 120, 15. The 90, we're gonna do 4 20s and 2 5s, because you know I gotta split it with 5 Papa. The 25, we can do 120, 15. For the 10, we can do 10. The 5 can be a 5. 50 can be 150. And then the 40 can be 220s, y'all. All right. So that's how we're going to do that. That's what we're going to take to the bank. We can add it all together because I don't have that other sheet up here with me. But do I have it? Oh, yes, I do. I have it. All right. So the 50s, we're going to need 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 50s. 50 times 3 is 150. Of the 20s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 20 is $160. Of the 10s, we just need 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 5s. And this 5 times 5 is 25. And so this total should be 345. 150 plus 160 plus 10 plus 25 is 345. So that's perfect. All right, y'all. So that is how that is going to be looking. I am not mad at that at all. Last but not least, we're going to put all the bills that we paid. We're gonna write it right here on this little sheet. And baby, this video will be y'all's. Let me fast forward this. Y'all inside can see, but we gonna fast forward it, y'all. And then this video gonna be y'all's. Super duper easy peasy. We got the bills that we paid. Let's write in red for paying the bills, because they come out in bright reds. We already know that Pandora was paid last month with my check from March. But we did pay Antigua $171.20. AAA 17, Netflix 1947, travel agent fee $89.99, we did move Papa's bill over. So we're going to say Papa. So I put $280.55 that we paid the principal payment. I am going to, when I do the other part, I'll put the total right here. But for now, we'll just put that we paid the first part of it because I'm going to do one more. Okay, and then also as far as Papa's bill goes, we're going to put that we, on 4/3, we moved $250. Okay, so I moved $250 to pay off the balance on the 23rd, you guys. Okay, so that's how that's gonna be looking. We can go ahead and put back our bill pay checklist and stuff. Let's put our banknote situation back. Let's make sure y'all can see first of all what I'm all. Okay, so here's our planner. Okay, that's our paycheck that we just did. Let's go back up here to our bill pay calendar. I'm sorry, our bill tracker right here. And we do have all of the bills paid up until the 14th. That's when the next bill is due. So that's how we're doing that. And then we're going to go to our catch out section in the month of April, which is up here. And we're going to go to April the 3rd, and we'll put the bills here. Okay, this is the current week that we're in, and those bills have been paid, okay? So if you have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I definitely appreciate it. I forgot to put our scratch sheet. I definitely appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, you guys, for me. It definitely does help my channel, and I definitely appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here and you enjoyed to hit the like button, not only hit the like, but also hit the subscribe. I would love to have you come and join the Budget Base. And until next time, you guys, my life on a budget. Bye.